Welcome to our October 2nd picks, Evan. We had a day yesterday going 2-0. We'll get to those picks in a bit, but we've got an exciting slate coming up today. So we're going to give you guys recap of the VIP, a better slip, Wanna Parlay slip, a Novig play. Evan, how are we feeling today?
Yeah, hot start to the month. Let's keep it rolling. We got a lot of good stuff today, too.
100%. So let's get into really quick yesterday, talking about what we did. So October, we're switching things up a bit. We're trying to figure out, is a straight bet or is an alt slip more profitable long term? It didn't matter yesterday because both of these hit very easily. Guardians money line, we were all over that. Got a little sweaty, but they pulled out in the end there, and we were very happy with the result. And then loved our alt slip that we had. Red Sox Yankees over 5.5. What, we hit that in like the fourth inning or something.
Yeah, that happened fast. It was 3-3 early, and then we guaranteed winner.
And then Dodgers money line, down 2-0, but it was never in doubt for
Right,
very long there.
right.
So a solid day from us yesterday. And, use code takes 80% off 1 month of the VIP. Everything's linked in the description of this video, but we're not going to be doing $10 months for very long. This is normally $50 of value, but for October, we're giving you guys this. So if you want in, come join us.
Now's the time.
Now is definitely the time. Now let's get into our first slip of the day. So we put together we got a 6-man better slip, and let's break these down. So we'll start with Devontae Adams, Robinson, and McCaffrey. These are all DVOA plays. So for people who don't understand that, to not go too in depth, it basically measures efficiency. So how good a defense is against a position. And Evan, we have 2 overs on receivers. We know the 49ers are bad against wide receiver twos. Devontae Adams over 55.5 yards. He's been great. What do you like about this pick besides just DVOA metrics telling us it's a solid play?
Right. You got to think that, the Rams offense has looked solid all year. Stafford's back. He's feeling healthy. They're going to get Devontae Adams the ball, I think. And then especially the metrics and everything are also on that side. You even like it more because it's in your head. You like that play either way.
And then same type of principle goes to Robinson. First game as a 49er this season. He's kind of slotted into the wide receiver 2 role with obviously a ton of injuries going on there, but same exact thing. Rams are better against wide receiver 1s. They struggle against wide receiver 2s. So this is another play where 49ers are going to have to take what they can get against this Rams defense, and wide receiver 2s have shown to have success against them. And we also saw Robinson as a Ram the past couple years put up some massive numbers. So I have no doubt he can get over 28.5 receiving yards tonight.
Right. And somebody's going to have to step up for the 49ers today with a lot of people injured. And you think that Rams defense will get zeroing in on Christian McCaffrey. Somebody's going to have to step up, and I think that's our man.
And speaking about zeroing in against Christian McCaffrey, Rams are one of the best defenses in the NFL against receiving running backs. McCaffrey under 54.5 yards. I'm sure a lot of people are going to see that. That's receiving yards, everyone. Are going to see that and really question that pick. I think it's a very sharp play because what are you doing if you're Sean McVay game planning against a banged-up 49ers team?
Right. There's one superstar on that 49ers offense tonight, and it's him. Who, you don't let him beat you. He's going to make Mac Jones beat him today, or at least try to beat him. And I love this play.
And then that's our 3 DVOA plays. We have another one on here, Whittington. Let's pull up the reason we like him to go over 12.5 receiving yards. Evan, look at ESPN bet giving this at 16.5 receiving yards. We're getting 12.5 yards on Betr.
Right. And especially at such a low number, 3 or 4 yards is a huge difference. Give us 2 catches, maybe just 1. You never know. But, if he gets targeted at all tonight, I think we're hitting that number for sure.
And we can see it too. Even Pinnacle, which is probably the sharpest book, in general, has it at 13.5. We're still getting edge there. But then even more importantly might be FanDuel's line. One of the best player prop books giving us 15.5. And we even see, on Pinnacle, if you were at 13.5, it's still minus 142 to go over. Us getting it at 12.5 is an absolute steal. And that's where you really get an edge on daily fantasy books like Betr.
Yeah. There's plays like that all the time. If you're getting a better line than the sharpest books on the planet, it's a great play no matter how you cut it.
And then we got 2. That's enough with our Thursday night football picks. This is all in the same slip here. But talk about Stephen Kwan and Suzuki. We like them over half a base. They're obviously great contact hitters. What are you seeing in this?
Yep. Starting with Seiya Suzuki. He's the hottest bat on the Cubs lineup so far this playoffs, and leading up to the playoffs, he's been absolutely unbelievable. In elimination game, best bats got to show up. Give us one. And this goes for both these guys. And also the metrics look good on these guys. Line movement looks good. Best players show up in these elimination games. Give me these hitters.
Yeah, I like both of them. Just, they'll get 4 or 5 at bats today. Get on base one time for us, and
Right.
we're hitting this. So
Absolutely.
that is your better slip. So to recap for everyone, Devontae Adams over 55.5 receiving yards, Winnington over 12.5 receiving yards, Robinson over 28.5 receiving yards, McCaffrey under 54.5 receiving yards, and then Quan and Suzuki to go over half a total base. If you guys use code TAKES on Betr, you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $200. We're going to be giving you guys a lot of slips, so take advantage of the free money when you can get it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not going to find a better slip on Betr.
Yep. No, we love this one today. Now we got our Wanna Parlay slip of the day. Super excited about this one. And for those of you who are not on Wanna Parlay, one, use our code TAKES, get $250 when you deposit $250, 100% match there. But Evan, the best thing about Wanna Parlay, only daily fantasy sports app that lets you use game lines, which is, me being in California, that's awesome for me. When I can't just go and take a straight spread on a sports book, I can hop on Wanna Parlay and play with some game lines. So let's break this slip down. We've got Quan, who we already talked about. Talk about the under Luis Arias home runs.
Right.
That's a unique prop on a daily fantasy book.
Absolutely. So this is your little get around. You have to have a player prop on every slip, and this is almost not guarantee, but as close to a guarantee as you can possibly have in sports betting. With just adding this as the filler for their player prop, and you fill out just a normal parlay past that. You get a guy to not hit a home run. Luis Arias is one guy who never hits home runs, and that's probably the best guy in the MLB to pick to not hit a home run. And then there you go. And then you fill out the rest of your parlay like a normal sports book. And speaking like you said with the game lines and the over unders, it just feels so much more normal to me, and it's so much better to play, I believe.
Completely agree. And even like the awesome thing about these no home run props is we could have done, taken Quan out and done another game line, but we're entering this into the 5X contest. So this got us over the edge. It was like you said, like a freebie to get us over the 5-point edge instead of needing to take another 50-50 player prop that we didn't feel great about. So we're starting off in the MLB with Quan over 1+ hit is how it's listed on Wanna Parlay, and then Rise under a home run, which seems pretty free. And then let's get into these football picks that we have. So back to the 49ers Rams game, San Francisco +8.5. I mean, we've seen line movement like crazy and these numbers change. So why do we like this pick?
Right. We think it's too high of a number, basically. Now the scary part is the line is keeping going that way. But like we said yesterday, it's a divisional rival game. Shanahan versus McVay. They know each other. Mac Jones and Brock Purdy, is there really that big of a difference? He can still game plan with Mac Jones. I think they're going to keep this thing tight. And obviously we have the under in there also. And the less points, the closer this thing's going to be. I like the 49ers +8.5 a lot.
Yeah, it just seems like a tough divisional game. I'm not buying that they're going to get blown out here. And no matter who's healthy, they always play each other tough. We've seen the Rams, in incredible years, and the 49ers in terrible years still have close games. So I think it's the exact same situation here. And 49ers are also 3-1. They're not a bad team here. And like you said, are these injuries as big of a deal as everyone's making out to be? Probably not. Mac Jones can get the job done. And like you said, it's the Shanahan scheme is most important in this. So our last leg here, talk about some college football game. Many people probably don't even know what's going on. I'll let you take this one.
Right. Small town college football is back, and I love it. But Sam Houston, New Mexico State, this is strictly all line movement play. It's already down to 1.5 on a lot of books, and I bet it's a pick 'em by the time this kickoff. But yeah, the line movement looks great. We can pull up Smart Better here and show it. Yeah. But you catch it at the right time, you're going to beat that closing line value. We already got 2.5. An hour later, it got down to 1.5. So, you got to be all over it. But I like this play a lot.
Yeah, and for anyone who doesn't analyze line movement, one of the best things you can do. So as we can see, like this opened up at -105. It's already dropped down to -111, and on most books, it's now changed to +1.5. So we locked in +2.5, and if you're beating closing line value, like you said, that's all you can really ask for. It doesn't mean every play is going to hit, but you're getting a better, price, a better line than you really should have. So we love this play. Again, lock this one in on Wanna Parlay. If you're not on Wanna Parlay yet, get on it, because I promise you're not going to regret it. You have by far the biggest pick selection, of any DFS app out there.
You get a free $250. There's no reason not to at least log in, deposit, and play with it for a little while and see where it goes.
100%. And we're going to give you the picks anyway. We're going to tell you exactly what we're taking. So, if you want to ride with us on this, We'll have it every day for you. All right, our last pick of the day. We're going to Novig, so we're taking a straight bet. You kind of highlighted this a little bit ago with the 49ers spread, but man, under 44.5 is a line I think we love.
Yep, and I think it's going to continue to drop a little bit. It opened at 46.5. It's been going down. But yeah, I love it. And like we said, we like the 49ers to keep it close. The way we're keeping it close is keeping the Rams out of the end zone. And I think, I don't see them getting to 45 tonight.
And same thing here. We have really good line movement backing this, even more so than the New Mexico State game. Minus 103 opening price, and we're down to minus 120 here. And actually, this line that we got on Novig too, we can pull this up on OddsJam as well really quick. There's other books that aren't even offering this line anymore. So if we go to total points.
Yeah, I believe 45.5 was minus 124, 125.
Let's see if we can get this total points up on New Mexico. Yeah, so we can see, let's see, this is definitely not accurate here at 53 now.
Well, those lines are moving fast,
They are. Oh, sorry, I'm in college football. I need to go back to NFL total points. Was thinking about that New Mexico game too much. All right, so here, if we take a look at this, 44.5, we're seeing a lot of books have dropped to 43 already, and Novig did as well. But when we could get 44.5 at the price we got it, minus 117, I'm comfortable taking that extra point for, still a really solid price on that. So
Absolutely.
We can see, Pinnacle's at 43.5. FanDuel doesn't even offer the under, which is always a good thing when they're not offering both sides of a play that we're on. And yeah, we locked in a good price, and as we can see, it's going in the right direction here. So as we said, get the best price you can. This is a very sharp play on Novig, and again, we're partnered with them, so use code TAKES on Novig. You get 100% deposit match. A sportsbook that's legal in almost every state, so it's a peer-to-peer platform. That's why it's legal in all different places. It's technically called a betting exchange, but all you need to know is you can take this play on Novig today. And, we're looking forward to cashing this one here.
Absolutely. Novig and ProfitX a lot of times have the best play, and we'll always find the best play for you and the best odds for you. So,
Yep.
Yeah, it's worth getting on both of them and using code TAKES.
It definitely is. And we're bringing you the plays every single day. So all you got to do is get your account up and running, and we're going to tell you what we like every single day. And every play, like you said, that we're going to have is going to have value compared to other books, or we wouldn't be taking it on there. So we're always hunting for value in this, and they have a ton of it. So we love using them. And to kind of round things out now, we've gone through our better slip, our Wanna Parlay slip, our Novig pick. We still have two incredible plays up for grabs. We got a 3-unit straight bet and a 3-unit alt slip. And again, we're testing to see which one's better. But if you guys want in, use code TAKES 80% off 1 month of our VIP.
All right, both 1-0 so far. You can't go wrong with either. But I'm curious to see where we're at and halfway through the month, which one's better.
Definitely. And hopefully, we're just cruising with both of them.
Absolutely.
And we keep doing it every single day. But yeah, it's a fun test to do. I mean, we always have fun making the alt slips, but there's also nothing like placing a straight bet and just riding with it.
And you'll always have one. We'll always give you the option.
So those are your plays today. Tail, sign up on the books, get in the Discord. Everything will be listed in here. So if you guys have further questions off of any of these picks, or if the lines have changed by the time you get to it, feel free to ask us in the Discord. We're happy to help. But let's have a day today, Evan.
Absolutely. Let's keep it rolling.